Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. This is a paid review for Jay. This is paid review 21QA108. And he says, "Hi Archie, Jay here again for a collection review follow-up. He says, you did some reviews for me, 20 SE92 and 20 SE98. I appreciate your sincere advice in 20 SE98 where you suggested, given my financial situation, I face reality and leave the hobby. However, my personality does not lend itself well to following advice. So I've decided to completely ignore you and redouble my efforts to improve my collection and continue enjoying the hobby. Since your review, I spent a lot of time in various ADs for Jaeger-LeCoultre, Patek Philippe, Vacheron, etc., and came to the conclusion that despite the inherent beauty of all of these brands, I realized that even though it might be enjoyable to have a dress watch one day, I would hardly ever find myself in situations where wearing these watches would be practical or appropriate. It's hard to imagine wearing a Patek Philippe while I'm on a hike or wearing shorts. Your assertions, he's getting very, very strong here. He says, your assertions that in the modern world all good analog watches are dress watches really spoke to me. So I sold the Black Bay 36 Blue I had and used the money for a Black Bay 58 Blue, which I've fallen in love with. I wear nearly every weekend and truly enjoy. I gave my Seiko Presage to a friend as a gift and resold the Speedmaster for what I paid for it. I know it's a good watch, but I've concluded I simply do not enjoy chronograph watches. The money from the Speedmaster went to a Tudor Black Bay date with steel bezel, date, complication, and matte black dial. You never seem to mention the Black Bay date models in your recent discussions of Tudors. Just curious why that might be. Last week I received a call from a grey market dealer that received a 2020 model Explorer 2 Polar 216570 complete with box and papers. I couldn't resist and just picked it up. I'm in love with it. What a beauty. I've had more compliments on this watch than any other in the collection. I feel completely satisfied with my current collection. I would definitely like to get a no date sub 41 124060 next, but I'm buying a date just for my girlfriend next and will grab the Submariner within the next few years. My collection remains my Submariner date 16610 and my GMT Master 2 116710. Thanks for any advice you might offer or thoughts on the new direction of the collection. I've sent you 100 US. Hope you're well. You seem more satisfied with your watch collection than ever before. It's nice to see you enjoying your watches. Picture attached. Be well. Look forward to the next video. Very best, Jay." So there we go. We've got a couple of, I'm going to address a couple points here. So firstly, he says that I don't talk about the Black Bay, the Tudor Black Bay date with the steel bezel. And I got to tell you what, you know what? You're 100% right. I don't really mention it. Look, it's not intentional. In fact, looking at this beautiful photo you've got here, I noticed it's a nice luxury synthetic carpet, just like my new studio. Yeah, it's actually a beautiful watch with the steel bezel. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and it's got the date. Yes. I gotta tell you, I suppose that the only reason I don't talk about it is because I tend to talk about stuff that I've got, and I've never actually had the steel bezel one, but looking at your photo, it looks amazing. It certainly certainly looks amazing. So, yeah, 100%. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, that's point one. The next thing I wanted to raise is, but I'm buying a Datejust for my girlfriend next. Now, please, 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 please. I'm going to be a little bit controversial here, but wives get Rolexes, they get Cartier, they get the expensive stuff. Girlfriends, you do not share your finances until you are husband and wife. Now, I got to tell you, Dave Ramsey has said this for years. Keep separate finances until you marry. And I got to be totally honest with you. I thought he was a bit conservative, Christian sort of, but the advice is so true. Do not buy a girlfriend, a date, a Rolex. Do not do that. You get a wife a Rolex, okay? Girlfriends, I would get a Tudor or a Tag Heuer or a Longines. A Longines would be good because girlfriends come and go. You don't get Rolex for girlfriends, okay? So it's pretty obvious. Why? Because the relationship ends and you've lost the watch. Musty Cartier is for mistress. The Cartier, especially 18 karat, is for the wife. The mistresses will be replaced. The wife you try and stay with. So remember that. Okay, so I just wanted to correct that small thing there. What do I say? Looking at your picture, I got to be totally honest with you. I think it's an absolute gorgeous. I love your photo. Your photo is gorgeous. What do we got here? We've got a Tudor Black Bay. We've got the Tudor, you've got the Tudor Black Bay with the steel bezel and the date. Beautiful. You've got a Tudor Black Bay 58 in the blue. Beautiful. You've got a pre-ceramic Rolex 16610. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Rolex Submariner. This is the 41mm date sub as I'm reviewing your collection. You've got a ceramic black GMT. Absolutely beautiful. And now you've just picked up an Explorer 2 Polar. And you've said you're not really... I'm a bit saddened that you don't like the chronographs. I actually really love, in recent times, the Monte Carlo Tudor chronograph. It's a 2-reg chronograph. I particularly like it, actually. But, you know, it's strange. I never liked chronographs until about 2001 when I saw my first Breguet Type 20. Then... Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. And I gotta say, if you don't want to do chronographs, you don't have to do chronographs. You've got a beautiful selection of divers and GMTs. What a beautiful collection. 2 GMTs and 3 divers. If you wanted to balance it up, you could always add a Tudor GMT as a Pepsi. That'd be a great way to go. But look, I got to tell you, this collection here, I absolutely love it. I love it. 3 Rolex, 2 Tudors. I think you've got a beautiful collection. All is forgiven. This is a nice collection. This is very, very nice. I don't have a problem with this at all. It's beautiful, beautiful. 3 solid Rolex, 2 Tudors. Man, life is good. What would I add? Look, as I said, the Tudor GMT. Look, you can add whatever. I think steel sports, there's a lot to be said for steel sports. You've got some nice pieces. You wanted to get a no date? Yeah, you could probably add a note. Look, you like what you like. I don't think you need to add a damn thing. You've got a beautiful collection. It's really nice. Very, very nice collection. No problems at all with this collection here. I love it. It's really, really cool. So maybe you've kind of hit the sweet spot. I think it's a nice 5 pieces. You know, how many pieces do you really want to have? And you've got all your bases covered. It's beautiful, beautiful collection. So I'm just going to leave it there. I think you've done really, really well. It's nice, well thought out. You're a Rolex. You love your Rolex, and the Tudor is an extension of Rolex. So I really like it. I really like this collection. It just works. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Guys, remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need paid reviews to keep me on YouTube. Without paid reviews, I ain't gonna survive. Paid reviews, $50 US. Look down in the description on how to organize it. Send me the script. Send me some photos. Low res, please. Send me the $50 US via PayPal, and I will make the video. Usually videos take about 7 to 14 days, depending on the flow. I like to read the review, then I think about it, then I do it when I'm in the right mood. So they're not instant. These are bespoke reviews. So guys, I want to say, guys, watches, this is just a beautiful collection, and I love it. This is what watches do. They make you happy. I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.